Good morning, students. I am Shamla Miss, your computer teacher. Today, I would like to teach input and output functions or statements in C. Shall we start the class? Input and output functions. There are some library functions which are available for transferring the information between the computer and the standard input devices. That means there are some library functions means there are some built-in functions to input the data and to output the data. These functions are used frequently in the programming. Now going to types of input and output functions. Mainly there are two types of input and output functions. They are unformatted functions, formatted functions. Unformatted functions are used for characters only, means to read a character or to read a set of characters and display them. Formatted functions are used to display or to read integers, characters, and float type of data. You know already what are the data types. In the class, I taught these types of data and constants, keywords, variables, identifiers, etc. Now go to the first one, unformatted input output functions. There are four unformatted input output functions. They are getChar, getS, putChar, putS. Once again I will read this one, getChar, getS, putChar, putS. GetS and putS is also read like this, gets and puts. Now go to the explanation. First one is getChar. This getChar function is used to read a single character from the standard input device. This function is used to read a single character from the standard input device. Standard input device means from the keyboard. It reads only a single character. Now go to the syntax. Character variable is equal to getChar. Means go to the example. See here, char ch. Ch is a variable which is declared under char data type. Now we can use this ch variable to read a character. That's why I wrote like this, ch is equal to getChar. This function is used to read a single character from the keyboard. Now go to the second one, gets or getS. This function is used to read a string or collection of characters from the standard input device. Means this function is used to read a string. String means a set of characters or a collection of characters which is enclosed between double quotations. That is a string. This function is meant for read a string from the keyboard, means more than one character. Now go to the syntax. Character variable is equal to gets. For example, we have to declare a variable under character data type. In the square brackets, I have written here 20, means this variable is able to read 20 characters. Maximum 20 characters. Minimum 1 character, maximum 20 characters. From 1 to 20, we have to enter any number of characters. Okay, that's why this is called ch is equal to getS. This statement read a string from the keyboard. Now go to the third function, putchar. This function is used to display a single character on the output device. Means the putchar function is frequently used to display a single character which is read from the function getchar. Putchar is quite opposite to the getchar function. Getchar is reading a character from the keyboard. Putchar is displaying a character on the output device. Now go to the syntax. Putchar. Within the pot brackets, we have to write the character variable. Here we are passing a single character to display on the screen. For example, putchar of ch. Here ch is a character variable which is read by using the getchar function. Now go to the fourth one, putS. This function is used to display a string or collection of characters on the output device. This function is quite opposite for the getS function. getS function is reading a string from the keyboard. putS function is display the string on the output device. getS is a input function, putS is a output function. Now go to the syntax, putS of character variable. Here pot brackets, have you observed this one? For every function we are using this pot brackets. These pot brackets are used for the functions only. Within these pot brackets we are sending the variables. Now go to the example, putS of ch. ch means this is a string which is read by using the getS function. getS function is used to read a string from the keyboard, and a putS function is used to display a string on the output device. Second one, formatted input and output functions. These are also built-in functions in C language. We have to write these functions in the small letters only. There are only two functions in the formatted functions. First one is printf and second one is scanf. Formatted functions are used to read integers, characters and float data types. Printf is meant for output the message and scanf is meant for input the data. These two functions are declared under stdio.h header file. We have to include this header file in the program when we are writing. stdio.h means standard input output data header file. These two functions are used frequently in the programs. Before going to learn these programs, these functions, we have to know format specifications to read or write the data. Now go to this table. Here we have three columns. First one is data type, second one is format specification, third one is the size of the memory. The first data type is char. Char is a single character which is enclosed between single quotations. And the format specification is a %C. And the size of the memory is 1 byte. And the second one is a integer, means int. Int type data is used to read the numbers, either these are positive or negative without decimal point. And the format specification is a %D. And the size of the memory meant for the integers are 2 bytes of memory. Third one is a float type of data. What is the float type of data? A number with decimal point either positive or negative is a float type of data. The format specification for float is a percentage %f and the memory size is 4 bytes of memory. Fourth one is double. A double type data is more than integers and float. It reads numbers without decimal point and with decimal points also, either positive or negative. And the format specification for double is percentage %lf, means long float, and the memory size is 8 bytes of memory. Now go to the functions. First one is printf function. In each and every program in the C programming, we are using this function. This function is used to display any numeric or character value on the output device. This is a built-in output function. In each and every program we are using this function. Now go to the syntax. Printf. In the double quotations we have to write to format. After double quotations give a comma and write the variable 1, then comma, and variable 2, then comma, and so on. This is the syntax of printf statements. Now I will explain this one with 3 examples. Here I have given 3 examples. First one is printf. Printf welcome. Here I have written welcome in the double quotations. The work of the printf statement is it displays the message which is enclosed between the double quotations. Here I have enclosed welcome within the double quotations. That's why the compiler display welcome message on the screen. Now go to the second example. Printf x is equal to %d. I have enclosed x is equal to %d. The compiler execute x is equal to, when it reaches %d, it reads an integer in the next variable. Means after comma, what is the variable I have declared here? It reads the value from that variable. I have declared here x. That's why the compiler reads the value from the x. Here I have saved x is equal to 10. The 10 value is saved in the variable x. That's why the compiler display x is equal to 10. Now go to the third example. Here I have saved x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 9.2, which is a float type of data. Now come to the printf statement. In the double quotations I have enclosed x is equal to %d, y is equal to %f, because x is an integer type data and y is a float type of data. I would like to display these two variables. Now come to the printf statement. X is equal to %d I have written here because y is an integer, and y is equal to %f because y is a float type of data. Now come to the variable list. I have written x first and y is the second variable. Now compiler execute this statement. When x is equal to %d is there, no, that's why it takes the value from the x and go to the %f. It reads a value from y. Now go to the second function, that is a scanf function. This function is used to read or take input any numerical or character value from the standard input device. This is also a built-in function. This is used to read a character or a number from the input device. This is quite opposite for the printf statement. Now go to the syntax. Scanf. These are all small letters because these are built-in functions. No, that's why we have to write them in the small letters only. Scanf, and in the double quotations we have to write the format specifications and the next comma. We have to separate these variables with a comma only. Here these are list of variables. Now go to the example. Here I have given some examples. First one is to read an integer. I have used here %d format specification to read an integer. And in the second one, I read a character. I have used %c to read a character. Now go to the third one. Here I have read a float data type and I used %f to read a float type of data. And in the fourth one, I have read a double type of data and I used %lf, that is long float, to read a double data type. And in the next example, here I have read more than one variable, that is a and b, and I have write %d and %d two times because I am reading two variables of integer type data. That's why I have written %d two times. How many variables we are writing? That much of format specifications we have to write here. And in the next one, I have read mixed type of data types, that is %d, %f and %lf. Three types of data types, that is integer, float and a double type of variables. That's why I have written these mixed type of data types. And why we are using these ampersand a, ampersand b and ampersand c? Because this is direct the compiler to address these variables. This is address of the variable. Now some non-standard functions are there. These are included in the conio.h header file. That's why we have to include the conio.h header file in the program. And this is mainly used in Turbo C software, and these are not a part of standard library of C. These functions are getch and getche. The working of getch is it returns the entire character, and getch is used to read a single character and returns it immediately. Now this is all over the input and output functions in C. Okay, listen carefully. Formatted and unformatted functions. Write down the definitions, syntaxes, learn well and observe the syntaxes and examples. Learn very carefully because these are the basics of C language. Learn carefully. Subscribe this channel to get the notifications. Thank you.